needling, soft tissue techniques, diagnostic, differential diagnosis things. And that just completely changed the way I practice. I opened up a little office as part of doing the research for that fellowship program. And cash pay, I knew I wanted to go cash pay because I didn't want to mess with Medicare and the insurance, et cetera. And so I've been doing that for about 5 years. And quite bluntly, it's been a struggle. I started just, about 2018, last half of 2018, and kind of bumped along, still did home health most of the time and the cash practice a little bit. And 2020 came, and we all know what happened that year.
Mm.
And it was just a struggle. So been trying to kick it along. I've been keeping my doors open, but basically just barely.
Yeah.
So anyway, I've got a lot of different skills. I do very, very well with patients. Patients love me. I get quick results with what I do now. I do a combination of the spinal manipulation, dry needling, some exercise, and part of my problem is I get people quote unquote better or well in 2 to 4 visits, 3 or 4, 6 visits, and then
Right.
they don't need me anymore. And so that's great, but it also means I got to refill my patient schedule often, and that's where I struggle is getting leads, getting people coming in that need and want and can pay the cash pay costs.
Well, thanks for sharing your story, first of all. But I'm really excited about that because obviously acquisition's a thing that we're pretty good at. We're pretty known for it. But on the other side of the spectrum, it sounds like there's a lot that could potentially be improved upon or added on and optimized through retention and maybe adding continuity and other sorts of things to help keep people within your ecosystem a little bit as well. So what have you done in the past to try to kind of get over these hurdles?
Well, so I've tried a number of different agencies or to do advertising and bring leads in, and I've gotten some leads. Sometimes a decent number, but everybody's always looking for the deal and the $47, and then when they get hit with 175 to 225 on the per visit price or even a discounted package price, it's just hard to sell. It appears. On the continuity side, I put together a wellness program where it's anywhere from once a month for 149 or less if you get four per month or whatever. So I have a few people that come in for that come in once a week, and I do a 30
Nice.
minute whatever they need. But I would love to sell a lot more of those memberships and packages in that way where it's just kind of a baseline little stream of income. I did a few years ago because I came out of the home health area. Go ahead and credential with Medicare because I had a lot of my home health patients wanted to see me. So I do take Medicare, so I'm hybrid in that sense.
Yep.
And I got to tell you, Jordan, this last 2 years it's been tough, and I have been seriously considering taking insurance. And I mean, it's gotten to the point this last couple months I was looking at maybe going out and getting another job and maybe having to close down. So this has come at there's not an opportune time. It's an opportunity for me to turn this thing around and keep things going, and so I'm excited about the opportunity to do so.
Well, I'm really excited too. In a minute, I want to talk a little bit about like where do we need to be, what's the goal we need to hit, because we're going to be partnered up on this thing. We're going to be working pretty closely together over the next a couple weeks. Obviously, we're going to give you some time to like adjust because you weren't planning on this, so we have time. I don't want to pressure you in that realm, but
No
I do want
worries.
to know what we're working towards. But real quick, for everyone who's tuning in right now, Russell's the winner of one of our golden tickets. And so giving away 6 total of these golden tickets. All of them are hidden inside 5 of the access keys that we are now shipping out to practice owners who are looking to launch and quickly grow their cash practices over the next several weeks and months. And this access key gives you access to our entire Patient Profit Factory course we just dropped that has over 60 plus modules on how Ben grew his practice from zero to over $200,000 a year without running any ads. And you get to bypass all of the mistakes that he made along the way. And so that's what we're talking about here today. And Russell was our first winner of the Golden Key during the premiere last night. If you didn't get to check that out, drop premiere in the comments. We'd love for you to check it out and so that you can claim one of these access keys. So Russell, it came at a really good time. It sounds for you. Where do you need to be 3 to 6 months from now? Where would you like to be that's going to eliminate the idea or the fear of having to pack it in and get a job?
Well, so I mean, baseline is I need to be able to bring home $10,000 in net income every month, and based on expenses and everything else, that means about 25K gross revenues. I've never hit that. I've had a month or two where I've been above 10 in
Mm.
gross, and but I didn't pay myself a dime out of the practice last year. It just bumped along and just tried to survive, and I've got the doors kept open, but it's pretty tough. So yeah, if I can get to the point where the promise is $30,000 added into in the next 3 to 6, 3 months, 6 months, whatever, that would be the first goal to get that and get that to be a consistent month in, month out. Then I'll be surviving, and then I can move on to the thriving part and advance from there. So yeah, that's the first goal: 25K gross, bring home 10K to feed the family.
Perfect. And tell me real quick, like what are your rates right now?
Well, so I've been 175. Now I'm in a gym. I'm in a fitness center,
Mhm.
and I offer discount to those folks. They're 150. 175 was my other, but last year, right at the end of the year, I bumped it up to 225, and then the gym members are 175.
Mhm.
So I've sold a few people. We don't visit per visit for that. Some I've sold a few packages.
Mm.
I don't know that it's changed things a whole lot. The new year after Christmas, things often slow down in our industry. New deductibles, of course, even though it's cash pay, people that's still kind of on their mind. But so anyway, yeah, it has slowed. It's been pretty slow last month and this month, and just trying to get things back on track.
Got it. And what's been the primary way that you've marketed lately?
Well, because of the low revenues, I haven't had the money to put into ads, so it's been just pavement pounding. People find me on Google anytime someone calls up. I ask them, "How did you find me?"
Mm.
And everybody's it's Google. It's just organic through Google, and I get referrals from some business networking that I do on occasion. I've been slow in that for the last year because I actually did work for another guy for a part of the year yet last year doing mobile. It was cash pay, but mobile and older patients. I mean, like 70 to 90 year olds,
Mm.
back basically almost like home health, but they're folks that Medicare wouldn't cover. So,
Right.
but I got to tell you, I mean, I love patients and I could work with those folks, but they were very involved, and it's not the kind of patient I want to see all the time. So I've kind of stepped away from that. It's still there, but I just need to get this thing up and running and treat the folks that I want to treat that I know I can help the best. Anyway, so yeah, that's where we're at.
Who is that, by the way?
It's a company called OptiMove in Dallas, Texas,
Mm.
and he does a great job. His target is, I mean, much older patients that have are no
Oh no, I'm sorry. I mean, like, who is
oh
your ideal patient that you want to work with?
oh sorry. Uh, Ideal patient's going to be active adults 40 plus that are looking to maintain that might have some injuries that have slowed them down. Or again, a lot of folks that I see end up have been through the system. They've been to a PT, they've been to a chiro, they've been to a massage therapist. They've
Yeah.
not gotten the results that they want. They end up coming to me, and again, I'll see them 4 to 6 visits often, and they're 80, 90% better, and feel like they don't need me anymore. So yeah, I've got
Right.
to work on the retention, the continuity, and what we can do to maintain and then level them up. So yeah,
Perfect. Perfect. I mean, that's exactly who we like to work with too. That's who we have the most success with. So I'm very excited to get you some wins on the organic front so that we can get some cash flow that we can then invest into ads to get you some breathing room in the practice. So can't wait to get everything running. Here's what we're going to do next. I'm going to send you an email that is going to have all of the information you need to get started with the program. And step one is going to be choosing your accountability coach. Now, your accountability coach is going to be your crutch for all technical issues, for someone to just like light a fire under you to make sure that you do the steps, and also just make out of the thousand steps we got to do, just like focus on step one. Now, step two, step
right,
three, make it digestible for you. So it's going to be a ton of fun.
perfect.
How do you feel about it?
That's exactly what I need. I get overwhelmed a lot of times. I've opted into several programs, and they're all great. I know they'll work, but it gets overwhelming sometimes. So an accountability coach is going to be key for me. So I'm going to follow up, light the fire, make sure I'm doing it, and then yeah, help out, mentor as needed, and make sure that I'm understanding and implementing what I need to do. And yes, breaking it into steps that I can do week one, week two, day one, day two, whatever it might be. So yeah, this is perfect for me. Looking forward to it.
Perfect. Well, we're aiming for the 25K. Let's get to work, right?
All right, man.
Excellent, Russell. Well, thank you for so much for jumping on here and sharing your story with me. I'll send you the email so we can start the onboarding process. But have a wonderful rest of your day. Everyone here, if you are listening to this and you believe that Russell can hit this 25K mark where he can finally start to thrive in his practice and start to impact people the way he wants to, give him some love in the comments. But Russell, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.
Appreciate it. You bet. Thanks. Thanks to all the community as well. Thanks, Jordan. Look forward to it. See you later.
Talk soon. Bye. All right. So if you're on here and you're wondering, like, what the heck is this golden key? What's the access key? I want to walk you through this real quick. Last night, we dropped the premiere of our Patient Profit Factory program. It's a brand new program that we've been working on insanely hard over the last several months. This week alone, my team and I were putting in 12, 14-hour days to get this whole thing up and ready for you. And so I know you're going to be blown away by it, but inside 500 of these access keys, inside of these access keys here, lies a golden ticket. Those golden ticket holders receive $8,500 in funding and additional resources to work with us to help get your practice off the ground. We'll continue to work with you until you make that $30,000 mark. And so we're going to work on things on how to launch your practice, how to fill your schedule, how to make sure that you can convert strangers into cash paying patients who want to stay, pay, and refer to your brand. And then we have some insane bonuses for those who claim a key before they run out. Now, these are physical keys that we're actually shipping to your house. And when you have one, when you have one and you receive it, all you have to do is hold it to your smartphone, and it's going to open up the membership area, giving you access to the entire Patient Profit Factory course for free. And so you want to grab one of these before they're all gone, because our team is working really hard just to get them all put together. And you do not want to miss out on getting one of these, because we're not going to do any more anytime soon. So go to visit.patientprofitfactory.com/sign up. I'll drop this link, but we're also live on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. So give me a little while to get this link out there. But if you go to this link, you will be able to get access to this before they're all gone and learn about our story and how this moment came to be. So everyone, thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful rest of your day. If you want a golden ticket, go grab one of the Patient Profit Factory access keys before they're all gone.